Want to see my camera slider in action? Stick around. This camera slider was a major influence to me in the building of my slider. It was put together by How To Mechatronics. Go and check out his video. He provides a great explanation on how his slider is made. I have placed a link in the description below. Oh, and while you're there, check out his other excellent videos. This is my camera slider. It's approximately 1.5 meters long. Consists of two 25mm aluminium tubes. And there's some bits and pieces on each end that hold it all together. I'll come up a little bit closer and have a look. Sorry about the photography. Got a whole handheld everything here. There's a control box for it. Don't know if you can see the labels on there. The camera slider is actually programmable. So we've actually got 3 stepper motors. There's one that sits here. That controls the camera to slide along the tubes. And there's one here that controls the vertical axis of the camera. I can show you that. And there's a stepper motor underneath. And the one under there, it's probably better off to show you here. It's actually got a tilt mechanism as well. So if I undo that screw, I can tilt the panning head up, and you'll see the 3rd stepper motor underneath there. I'll lock that back up again. So, when it's first switched on, it will actually do a reset. I'll do that again. You'll be able to see it happen. Down here is a micro switch. Zoom in there a bit. There it is. Nice little micro switch. It's now done a reset. So I can now use this fella here to move the camera. It has a constant speed unless if I press the button, speed will change. So, and panning. Now here we have manual slider operation on this control here. So the more it's turned one direction or the other, the faster it will go. So we have movement that way. Quite a good pace. And I can slow it down, turn the knob the other direction, and bring it back again. Should have the camera further away. So here we've got 2 LEDs marked as in and out. There is a set button. There's a reset button there too, by the way. And here, this one here is the speed of operation. once it's been programmed and set to go. So if I place it in position A, we have in and out means setting the A position and the B position, if you like. That is the start position of the program and the finish position of the program. So if I set it to, I've got a camera in the background there, so I can set it to point at that. And then, for example, and then just press set, the in LED will light. Then I can use the slider knob and manually position where I want the camera to finish, which say in this case will be there. Put it back to the central position again, and then I can use this joystick, and if I use that to control that to point back at the camera again, and then press the set button, and we end up with the out. Now to actually run the machine, all I do is press the set button again, and it'll run back to A position. Press it again, it'll run back to B position. So on each press of the set button, now that both the in and out has been set, it will either go from the A to B position or from the B to the A position. It'll flip-flop. Let's try it out and you'll see what I mean. So if I bring this back, that's pressing the set button, runs by itself, and the camera will automatically pan and tilt with it as well. Let's go back again. Automatic. You see there's some cable handling rings here as well. And what if I adjust the speed, which I can do like that, will make it run a bit faster. Press the set button again. And faster still. And back again. Okay, so if I want to slow it right down, it will actually go pretty flaming slow. And that's actually nowhere near as slow as it'll go either. And for now, I'm going to just do a reset. So I'll come back and hit the micro switch, and then just jump off the micro switch and stop. So there you have it. You'll see that the slider platform here is actually running on these nylon rollers. I've got 6, there's 3 for each aluminium tube underneath, and they have been machined to the 12.5mm radius of the tubing. I don't know if you can get much of a view underneath. We'll try and have a bit of a look. Don't know if there's enough light for you to see. And last but not least, down around the back here, where there's not much light, unfortunately, there's a box here. If I take that off, that's where the batteries are. It's got 3 18650 batteries in there, powering it up. Well, that's about it. Catch you next time.